Have you ever traveled to a different country to visit your guitar hero? Well, I have. Here I am with Jack Thammarat. Stay tuned to find out more. Today we have in-house, or rather I'm in his house, Mr. Jack Thammarat. I flew all the way from Singapore to Chiang Mai just to meet my guitar hero.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do some very good interview. I have some questions prepared for him and we'll see how it goes. So how are you doing with touring around with Mr. Wang Li Hong right now?
Yes, touring with Wang Li Hong is the most challenging thing in my life because usually 10 years ago I used to touring around Thailand.
Okay.
And it's easy for me because it's close. But now I have to fly to China every weekend and back to home and stay with my family and fly again on Thursday and back on Sunday every week. Almost every weekend.
So every weekend you'll be out of Thailand and then come back and out again.
Yeah.
So how long has this tour been already?
Already 2 years already.
Yeah, because I noticed it has been like a long time. Really.
Yes, it's very long, very long. They said it should be around 100 shows.
In China alone? Or around the world? Around the world.
Yeah.
So this tour has taken you to China, Singapore, Malaysia.
Yes.
Thailand already?
Thailand, not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah, not yet. Hopefully soon, yeah. Maybe in Chiang Mai.
In Chiang Mai. Any other country will you be touring with?
Only in Singapore and Malaysia, yeah.
So it's Asian countries.
Yeah. And actually Taiwan.
Taiwan?
Yeah, Taipei.
Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, maybe next year, I think.
Because also Chinese audience.
Yeah, also, yeah.
So I guess touring is a very unique experience that most of us will want to try this, like tour around with a major artist and play guitar every night.
Yeah.
But is it actually all that fun, or is it a lot of hard work?
It's hard at the beginning.
Hard at the beginning?
Yeah, because we have to rehearse for quite maybe more than 1 month. Yeah.
So it's like daily you go back for a rehearsal?
Yes. Yeah, I went to Los Angeles for rehearsal in 2000 maybe.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago, 2017, yeah.
So you stay there for a month and every day is
stay there, not for a month, it's like 9 days rehearsal. It's quite intense. And just for the band. And we have to rehearse again with everything, like a dancer and real equipment in Tianjin, China, for I think it's around maybe 2 weeks in Tianjin. Yeah.
So it's like in the stadium?
Yeah, it's like they rent the warehouse, but it's like a very big
warehouse.
Very big,
so it's like the whole stage is there without audience.
Yeah,
that's
it's
all.
Like a
private concert.
Yeah, private concert. They set up everything like a real concert, and we practice there. And
So I guess it's a very stressful moment as well.
Yes, at the beginning, but after the first show in Beijing, it's like a relax. Yeah.
Because everything else becomes the same. Because I remember I tried to do like night shows. You have to practice a set of songs, and that is really challenging. Yeah. So I can imagine you're playing to what, 10,000, 20,000 audience every night.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Crazy.
What is one takeaway, or what's the one most enjoyable thing touring with Wang Li Hong, you would say?
I think it's like because the band members and all the crew, they are very professional. And it's like I love to work with professional musician or even the sound engineer, even the dancer, and it's like everyone is like do their best, you know.
It's the good attitude kind of thing,
that's
the right
yeah.
attitude.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere must be very correct
Right.
over there. I can imagine. So it's like no one is trying to just make cut corners, and everyone is trying to do their very best.
Right. Yeah.
I guess so.
Right.
So let's talk about how Jack Thammarat became Jack Thammarat. Maybe your first guitar, or your first music lesson, or first song. Maybe you can share a bit about your.
Yes. Yes, I started to play guitar when I was 12.
12 years old.
Yeah, and that was almost 30 years ago.
Now we know. Now we know the secret.
It's quite long, and it was because my father he plays acoustic guitar with his friend, but just for fun, you know, like a 4-chord. C, A minor, F, and G. Not F because F is difficult.
So they skip the F.
Yeah. So C, A minor, D minor, and G. So no bar chord.
No F chord.
Yeah. And he taught me how to play that 4-chord and sing with it, and that inspired me to play. And it's like I was very happy to have guitar and play with it every day, you know.
Just 4 chords.
Yeah, just 4 chords, and then I found that I want to play with my friend in the school, in the high school, and we formed the band together and we play some cover songs. And actually at that time I didn't have a electric guitar.
So
I just borrowed from my friend, and you know. At that time, I live in Bangkok, and some music rehearsal studio, they have some guitars that I can borrow.
Like from the studio, you don't have to bring your own.
Yeah, so I just play there, and and one day my friend, he was the bass player in the band, and he has one electric guitar, Yamaha guitar actually. It's the model RGX 121, the old one, and he gave it for me, you know, and I'm very happy, yeah. And then I practice like crazy, you know, 10 hours a day,
That is the secret, 10 hours a day.
Every day, yeah.
So your first guitar is a Yamaha guitar, really?
Yeah.
That is crazy. So you have been playing 30 years of Yamaha guitars?
Yes, actually, yes.
Very, very cool. Yeah. I think in terms of demographic, in my country, the more popular brand, not necessarily the Yamaha, because there are so many brands there.
Yeah.
So I guess here the more popular brand is Yamaha.
Yes, that's right, because they have Yamaha. They have many music school
in Thailand.
In Thailand, in everywhere, every corner of the street, you know, and in every school they sell Yamaha guitar, Yamaha equipment, and it's very cheap actually. It's cheap and good quality actually. Yeah. That's why. And I borrow some of Yamaha guitar from my friend too. Yeah. They still buy. They just buy Yamaha guitar because they trust the brand, you know.
Yeah. I think Yamaha makes very good guitars. Yeah. So your first guitar is a Yamaha. And what's the first band that you listen to or you fall in love with?
Actually, for electric guitar, I start with some pop rock band in Thailand. And the band, very, very famous still now, until now. You know,
that's one I know.
The band Modern Dog.
Modern Dog.
Yes, still very famous. But one band that changed my style of playing forever is the band called Hin Lek Phai.
How do you spell it?
Hin Lek Phai. But actually,
you mean that's in Thai?
Yeah, in Thai, but they have another English name, Stone Metal and Fire. It's very like a heavy metal band.
And Fire. That sounds heavy metal. Really.
Yeah, and they're still active until today. And
so they are a heavy metal band.
Heavy metal, yeah. And the guitar player at that time, until now, I think he is one of the best in Thailand. He's
Not
the
you?
best. Not me, for sure, because his playing is very incredible. You know, he played like very fast and very clean, and it sound not. It doesn't sound like a Thai people play. You know, it sounds very, very clear and very melodic in the same time. You know, it's very important that. And then I learned from that record. Maybe like 2 or 3 years. Learn to copy his playing until one day I met him in person, and I told him that I really love his playing very much, and now we become like a brother. And we keep in touch together, and he keep inspiring me to play.
So the band is still very popular in Thailand?
Yes, they're still touring.
Still touring around in Thailand. So maybe you can tell me the name in Thai spelling. Later I will put it into the description below, and you can also search it up on this Jack Thammarat's Hero.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's move on. So 10 years ago, let's talk about 10 years ago. If you're not too sure, 10 years ago, Jack Thammarat actually won the World Guitar Idol competition. And this is really out of the norm, because usually such competition, to what I know, is usually the Westerners will have a higher chance, and hardly you hear any Asian person going up on the stage to compete with the giants up there. And then suddenly the champion emerged as Mr. Jack Thammarat. How was the feeling back then, 10 years ago?
That Guitar Idol competition, it changed my life forever.
I don't think so. If no Guitar Idol, I wouldn't know about you.
That's right. That's true. I heard that about that competition from my friend when in 2007. So 2009 is like a second time of that competition, and 2008 they have another winner. He's from Brazil. His name is Gustavo Geika something. He is very good, and I heard about that competition, and my friend told me that I need to enter that one.
Give it a shot.
And after that, I just checked the website, check everything, and at that time, YouTube is like a
not really there.
Not really there. Just like it's a small starting. Very small.
A much smaller platform.
And try to find the video from the competition and learn from it. You know. At that time, I play with still touring with a famous singer in Thailand, and I found that I need to change something. I want to move forward, you know, and then I quit the band.
You quit a famous singer band to join the competition.
I quit the band, and I stay at my home for 6 months, just practice and just compose my song, and I want to come to that competition very much, you know, and then I try to plan everything, because the final round is was in London.
Yes.
So you have to prepare some money too. And my wife, she helps me a lot to have everything ready for the competition. Even she listen to my song, and she's like my producer actually. Yes, and then I go to the final round in London, and I was very lucky, I think.
Were you thinking that you will actually win the competition when you're on stage, or were you thinking like, maybe you don't stand a shot with all the rest?
No, I don't think about. I didn't think I want to win something. I just want to play my music.
You just want to be there.
I want to have fun.
Have fun and be there.
And express myself by my song, something like that, to the world, because at that time, the Guitar Idol 2009, I think it's the most popular year for Guitar Idol.
Yeah.
Because after that,
it's not very popular. Somehow it's 2009. You hit it at the right moment.
Yes.
And after that, I remember watching the videos of other competitors.
Yeah.
They're like this. I think it's a French guy. with like two-handed tapping.
Yeah.
It's very crazy. He's still on Instagram.
Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah.
He's from Italy.
Italy. Yeah.
So many incredible players at that year. And yeah, crazy.
And yet, yes, you won.
Yeah. So that compare my technique with them, I'm like the last person, you know.
I think you're just being humble.
Yeah, I try to mix everything together in my song, you know. Yeah.
So the winning thing you think is that helped you to win the competition. What do you think is the one thing that helped you to win the competition?
I think it's because the song. Yeah.
It's a nice song overall.
Yeah, because I put everything, every experience in just one song, you know. Since I start to play guitar and I try to, and the song name On the Way, you know, it's like a tell about myself. And when I play because at the final round we have to play with the band, the real band. And it's more fun than play with the backing track. So I think it was because I used to play around Thailand with the band, you know, and compared to some finalists, some of them just practice in the studio, you know,
all by themselves.
Yeah, sometimes it's like an experience because at that time we did not have a sound check before the show, you know.
So you just go up and you just play.
Go up and adjust a little bit and play.
Oh wow!
And some guys, it's like they prepare everything but no sound check. Some guy play and no sound.
Oh no!
And something like that. So I prepare everything. I used to that situation before, you know.
Because all the experience playing together. Yeah, that I can relate. I joined a competition when I was young. I walked forward, the cable came off the guitar, and I don't know what to do. And the next part we're going to talk about is 10 years ago guitar competition, 10 years later Wang Li Hong. And what about 10 years in the future? What will we expect from you?
Yes, actually, after finish the tour with Wang Li Hong, maybe I want to back to focus on my music again, but in a different way, you know. It's like right now, I'm on touring. I don't have much time to compose my own music, and before that, everyone knows me. It's like a guitar hero.
Yes.
Yeah, some guitar thing, but maybe in the next, not in 10 years, maybe 2 or 3 years, I want to release my own music more and more, you know.
So you'll be touring as your own name instead of touring for another artist?
Yes, it's a different thing, you know, but both has I still having fun with it, both, you know.
So, but I guess by then you can use all the experience you have been doing with Wang Li Hong to your own production.
Right.
Yeah. That means we're going to expect something even bigger from you time to come. Well, thanks for having me today in your studio here in Chiang Mai. It's a very nice studio, actually. I love it a lot with all the guitar amplifiers and gear sitting around us. It's crazy. Thank you for today. Okay, Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Do remember to support Jack Thammarat by subscribing to his YouTube channel. Also, subscribe to his mailing list on his website. If you think I did well in this video, do consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll be sure to create good contents like this in the future.